Hello everyone and welcome to Only One Bonus Point, a light take of the deep game. We are your hosts. My name is RJ.
And I'm Law. How's it going, cuz? How you feeling over this international break?
I'm just glad it's almost over, cuz.
Yeah, so
we've still got a few days. I know it's like, Tuesday the 27th, but I just hope it's over. And one of my players has already got injured, so you know it's not good. It's not good. I don't like it. I don't like it, man.
It's all been Nations League as well. It's just been like, it's just pointless.
Pony.
It's felt like an eternity. I'm not gonna lie. It felt like it feels like it's been longer than the end of the season to the start of the new season. It's just dragged. It's dragged.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, especially when if it's not World Cup or Euros. Don't care.
No,
because before we go into anything that we're doing today, we'll just ask our viewers to like and subscribe on the video and jump on all the audios, the Spotify's, the Amazons, the Apple Podcasts. Give us that 5-star and don't forget to hit the subscribe. It makes a difference for us because, you know, we're still babies in this game. And everything you guys do is greatly appreciated.
It's greatly appreciated.
Because... What were you going to say?
I was going to say what you're about to say.
What were you going to say?
What I'm going into today.
I was going to say that.
Oh, what was you going to say?
NLD is back upon us!
All right.
Yes!
It feels like it's come around quick,
Ready.
but it's around about the same time as last year, though, isn't it? It's around about the same time as last year.
Yeah, no, it's earlier. Normally we play end of October, mid-November, between then. And then, you know, you get the away game.
But I'm sure last year was like
season.
It was 9 or 10
October.
games.
It was October, yeah. And then normally it's November. Smack bang in November. Yeah. Because we always get the home game, and also always give me some good news. You know what I mean? Always get some good news. What are you saying?
Yeah, I can't say I'm a fan of going to the Emirates. Can't say I'm a fan of it at all.
You can't
be. Especially the last few occasions. We haven't turned up at all. Yeah,
it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a tough one. Especially with the way you lot are playing as well. Playing good football.
Oh, the humble law's coming out.
Yeah, straight
humble law's coming out.
I might get a bit more braggadocious towards the end of this.
Yeah. When I start winding you up, just keep poking. I mean,
seat position changes and everything.
Yeah. That little lean forward, yeah. Yes, it's gonna be a game. I don't know, man. Like, I keep looking at this match and I keep thinking, I feel like we're gonna beat you. Like, no back here. I feel like we'll beat you, but to me, it's not important anymore unless we win away, because we tend to win at home. Well, we definitely win at home a lot. And you guys win most of your games at home too.
Yeah.
We won a couple of yours, but it's been a while. So unless we do the job away, I don't really think we're just cancelling each other out.
Yeah.
I need more from this. Also, I'm saying I need more.
The way I see this game going is basically we're both going to play how we've been playing this season. You lot are going to have most of the ball. We're going to defend like low block for most of the game. I reckon you'll finish the game with like 70% possession. And it will come down to, if you stop our transitions, then you'll probably win the game. If we get through a few
counter attack,
I just think it's either going to be a draw or hope we nick it for a counter. That's literally how I see it going.
You think you're gonna nick it? Yeah,
we can nick it through a counter, but that's the only way we're doing it. We're not going there and keeping control.
But our defense is a lot better, and we're a lot more clinical this year.
Yeah, I mean, well, the team that's playing against you compared to the team that played at Emirates last year is completely different for Spurs as well. So
true.
It'll be an interesting game
in terms of how we're playing in general. Like you said, like we're playing a lot more confidently, and we are taking our chances. Well, even if we're taking a lot more chances. And scoring a lot more goals. It's not. And we've got a solid defense. It's not something we're used to. Normally, if we're scoring goals, our defense is terrible to let us down, or someone goes nuts. There's a lot more discipline.
What I would love to happen, this is absolutely not going to happen, but where our play is so obvious we're going to play on the counter, especially away from home. I'd love for us to turn up, and play free in midfield and try and control the ball, just like what you guys aren't. Because that's how we played at the end of our game against Leicester, and then Son got his hat trick. As soon as we went to free in midfield, the game changed. We were already winning, to be fair, and it's Leicester, but that changed. But I don't think we're going to start that way against you lot.
What a way to fire up a player, though.
Oh, tell me about it. Bro.
Bench him. Oh. Bench him. And he's like, bench me? Nah. Yeah, I felt that. Yeah, so I was in the airport lounge when Son scored his first goal. Or when he came on, scored his first goal, I was like, all right, cool, madness. Obviously, I had to go for my flight, which was delayed at the time. That's the moment when it decided that I had to run to the flight. So I closed the laptop. Landed. I see score a hat trick. I was like, what? Bro, literally, as the wheels touched down, airplane mode off, straight into fantasy. I see hat trick. I was like, what? How? No. How? No. And two amazing goals.
Oh yeah, the first two goals are so sick. And it's funny how football works, because obviously he was, as well as there was a few games where he didn't play well. Then there were some games where he was just unlucky not to score, like hit the crossbar and stuff. And the first goal going in, like the confidence that gives you, if he doesn't score that first goal, the last goal where it goes underneath Ward and bounces, I'm telling you, that doesn't go in. It just doesn't go in.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. There's a bit that extra conviction that you put on the ball, whether you hit it badly or not. It just puts it through to the end. Yeah, it's true, man. But it should be a good game. It's going to be a cracking game. I will be there.
It always is. It's the best derby in the country.
In the league.
Always,
yeah. In a couple leagues. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. A couple leagues. Maybe El Clasico is the only one that's better.
I know I have to give it to as well. Celtic Rangers. I don't think we can touch Celtic Rangers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I agree. Because, so enough of that. That's going to be going on. It's not a long episode today. So what are we going into today?
So today we'll look at our points for game week 8. I'll run through the changes I made in my wildcard as well. We'll then have a quick brief overview of the fixtures, and that will lead us into our heroes and zeros for game week 8. And then lastly, what we're planning to do game week 9 and maybe onwards, because I know quite a few people on their wildcard this game week.
And for those who don't know, when we start going into our points, the person with the least points goes first. And that
would be me yet again. So I finished this game week with 55 points. It was a small green arrow. It took me from 2 million to 1.8 million. I had Pope in goal for 2 points. In defence, Cancelo for 9, Trippier for 5, Sufal for 2. In midfield, Gordon for 2, Bailey for 3, Gundogan for 1, Martinelli for 3. Midfield did not turn up for me at all. Up front, Mitrovic, blanked, got 2. Hannon got 6. Kane got 10. He was my captain. Got me 20 points. Had Maddison on the bench, 7 points. So just going through my team quickly. So I wildcarded last week. I made 9 changes to that team. So I think I took Ramsdale out for Pope. Trent and Eustapian came out for Sufal and Justin. In midfield, Salah. Let me just make sure this is correct. In midfield, Salah, Aronson, and Andreas all came out for Gordon, Bailey, and Gundogan. And Jesus turned to Kane. Taylor turned to Mitrovic. So players like Bailey, he was only for this week. He then becomes a bench option.
Fam, I was so baffled as to why you were back. I was just like,
why have you gone back?
After all the pain.
Yeah. So Bailey came in. He came in as a 1 week punt, and then he'll be bench fodder from now till game week 17. He's only 0.2 more than Andreas. Now his price has dropped so much. So I didn't see it as a big deal. And I liked his one fixture that he had this week. Fortunately, he didn't do anything. Gordon came in. He's a placeholder for a transfer I want to make next week, not this week. So he will play this week and then it will come out. And then Gundogan came in instead of Foden, which was a tough call, but I had to do it because I didn't have enough money to turn Gordon, who I wanted to. if I had Foden in. So that's why Gundogan came in midfield. And then up front, Mitrovic and Kane, pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. Mitrovic's mad on form.
Yeah. I think, to be honest, Bailey was the only one I was baffled by. Your team is a very good. It's a good wildcard. You got any money in the bank?
Yeah, 1.8. That's so I can switch Gordon to who I want to switch him to.
Okay. Best secret over this thing. Gordon was a good shout. It was a good game, but unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the Bailey thing, bro. Madison on the bench as well.
Yeah, for Bailey as well, but yeah, won't be making that stink.
Again. You know, the missus had Madison on the bench. I was like, "You're gonna play Andreas over Madison?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "You better switch that around real quick."
Did she listen?
Yeah, I pushed it.
Good, yeah.
She killed it this week, man. But it's like Madison. He's the only one that does something.
Literally for
so
them.
No matter how bad they'll lose 6-1,
and he'll be the one.
They'll lose 6-2, and he'll be the one to do something. And it's the same at Arsenal. So like when he played Arsenal, he did nothing. He nutmegged Ramsdale. I was like, all right, cool. You're just getting points for no reason. All right, so I had a very, very delicious game week. It was a very important time.
You smashed it. I'm not gonna
get
lie.
these points.
You smashed it.
Man, so gassed.
You beat every wildcard I think I saw. Like that was wildcard in game week 8. I'm pretty sure you beat those points. Like you smashed it.
Thank you. So I got 74 points. Average being 50. So it was a huge green arrow for me. I kept warding goal because I thought I'm gonna end up bringing in Pope. This is the only person I was gonna bring in. So lost 2 points there. Nico Williams got me 1. Cancelo got me 9. Trippier got me 5. And I think my signing of the season, William Saliba, 15 points. When I saw that go in, mate. Andreas got me 1. Martinelli got me 3. My transfer for the game week was bringing in De Bruyne for Salah. He got me 10, which I was so happy with. Jesus got me 6. Haaland got me 6. And I don't even know if you remember me saying this was the week to gamble if I'm going to, because everyone's wildcarding. And I decided to double down. I brought in Isaac for Tony, and I captained him. And guys, it worked. It got me 18 points. Days.
I was fuming.
Oh my God.
He did nothing the entire game.
18 points.
Scored a penalty, got 3 bonus points. I
got 3 bonus points. I was elated. Oh my days. I won't be doing it again. I won't be doubling down again unless there's a really big opportunity. But yeah, so it really was a big green arrow.
While the captaincy was split, you picture a moment.
Yeah. So my game week rank was 423,000. And bro, I went up 544,000 places.
Oh, that's a good week, man. Yeah. That is a good week.
So so overall rank is much better now. 245k. Still rising if I get another green arrow like this. Yeah, man, I'm very happy with this. Very happy with this team, man. They did the job. Isaac was my star. Haaland was my killer, apparently, because I didn't make him captain.
Yeah, that would be it.
You know. But Isaac clearly made up for it. So yeah, I'm happy. I've caught up quite a few people, but I need to start overtaking, guys. I just need to make sure I have another good week, and then my team is in the right spot. Yeah, and still got a wild card in my hand. Bow.
That's sick. That's a strong position.
What was your overall rank?
My game week rank was 3.5 million. So only just better than average, basically. And then I said my overall rank was 1.8 now. So I went up 200k. Yeah, I went up 200k.
Okay. Still a big rise. 200k.
Yeah.
And you got 54?
55.
For 5 over the average,
the point matters.
It matters. It really does. It really does.
Where I am in the league, it's obviously very close in terms of points.
Yeah. And I see, like, me and you got like 40 or 50 points between us, but I know it sounds like at the moment, but it really isn't.
Mm.
So, guys, if you're looking at your mini leagues, 30 points, 40 points is not a lot.
We've still
50 points is not a lot.
Still got 30 games left to go. It's still a lot of football.
Yeah. Even then, though, even 30 games, that's like if you get 2 game weeks or 1 good game week, you can get that in.
Yeah, true.
In that, like 10 points here, 20 points there, that's 30 points done.
Yeah,
You know what I mean,
true.
it's very easy to catch up. It's only when you get into the 80s and 100s when you need more than 1 game week to catch that up. So it's the same for you guys. If you're in the mini leagues, you're thinking, oh, this person's got 30 points on me. 30 points is nothing. Absolutely nothing. And like Law just said, 30 odd games to go. 30. It's a long time. Really just beginning. So it's about keeping that consistency. Cuz, what do you think of the games? I'm not going to go into the games. I don't care about the games no more. I think we've got to talk about the big man himself. We've got to talk about Son again.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Because
honestly,
you two have a funny relationship.
I was there.
You're like an old married couple.
I was ecstatic, man. Honestly, I was when that first call went in. I lost it. I absolutely lost it.
Did you grab the guy next to you?
Yep. Either side. Honestly, it was, and what a goal to score as well, to break the duck as well. What a goal! It was fantastic. Like you said, hopefully that's just set him off now for the rest of the season. Now we can get that purple patch that he loves to have.
Yeah,
I know he scored in both his international fixtures as well.
International game, and the first goal was quite good as well.
Yeah, free kick. Take Kane off free kicks, man. Just let him take them.
It doesn't make sense. Like, why is he taking free kicks?
I have no idea.
He's not. It doesn't.
I think like he's only ever put one in the net, and it was a deflection. Like I don't know why he's on it. We've got Perisic now. I'm pretty sure Perisic can take free kicks. Sonny definitely can. He does it international duties all the time.
Yep. And isn't don't you have don't Dyer take free kicks?
Yeah,
as well?
Dyer can take free kicks. Scored for England as well, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know.
So, it's a weird thing.
Yeah, weird one. Very weird one.
Yeah. He needs to let that go. Just like he let down his...
He must knock him in training. Like, he must do. That's the only possible explanation.
Not more than
why
Son.
More than
Son.
It just doesn't make sense that he's taking them. It really doesn't.
Well, it's a funny one. I got to big up my guys. I got to big up all the guys that scored.
Right, it was a emphatic performance. Like, pure control of the game. It was a good game from you lot. Very good game. Very impressive.
I'm not going to lie. I knew you were going to win that game. I had no shadow of a doubt.
I knew you were going to win, but I didn't know you would make it look as simple as you did.
Well, it's weird. Yeah, the only reason I'm basing it on is because Brentford ruined our season last year.
Yeah.
They set us off from that bad start, and like I know people getting onto the whole kickabout thing, but it's important, isn't it? Like, we didn't have the right team, we got battered, and then you're making fun of us. We had to show them, innit?
They just come into the league as well, innit? Yeah.
They're saying the same. Come back to your yard. Yeah, and we're gonna show you, innit? Like, so yeah, I was happy with that. I was happy that young boy got a debut, youngest player in the league. But I'm hoping he gets into the team more. Yeah. I want to see him actually play, not 2 minutes at the end. I thought when we went up 3-0, I think Arteta should have given him a bit more, man. We had like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. What did you think of some of the negative comments about Arteta bringing him on?
What negative
comments? Have you seen it? People were basically saying Arteta done it for himself so that he was the manager that brought on the young kid. So that...
I don't know.
I think they're chatting absolute shit, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I think they're chatting absolute shit.
Nonsense.
Why rain on a parade? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. That's like saying, I don't know. I don't know. The only thing that I would think that he would have done it for, if it's a reason in particular that's not for the player, is for contract-wise. So, because he's played a pro game, that I think that adds a bit of money, or they don't have to pay a certain amount. Like, certain teams could have bought him a lot cheaper if he didn't play this game, maybe. But I don't see why we'd want to sell this guy.
So I think, like, from my mind, just from watching the All or Nothing thing, Arteta's the type of guy that would do that with the notion of showing the other kids it's possible.
That's what you
rather
want.
than that's the way I see
what you
that type of move.
That's what you want. That's how Arsenal have always played.
I didn't look at it and see anything
ethos
negative.
we've had. No, it isn't. It's an ethos we've always had. That after a while, if you play good enough, we're going to bring you into the senior team. That's what we've been about. That's what Wenger started, and why would we stop that? I mean, he's a great player. He's what? He's 15 years old, and he's like what, 6 foot, 6'1", or something like that. What? How are you 6'1"?
Someone,
he's a unit.
Someone was posting the video of the Bad Boys scene where they open a door and that kid's there.
Yeah, it's him.
It's just him.
Yeah, man. All right. So quickly before we go off Arsenal, I'm glad Jesus got his goal because he hadn't scored in a while. People going off him, and a lot of people got rid of him. That's another thing that added. And Fabio Vieira to score that goal. What an absolute
in the absence of Odegaard as well, where people were questioning, can he do it?
Yeah. And then also Saka finally getting some points on the sheet, 2 assists. It's good signs, man. It's a good it always seems to happen whenever the North London derby comes up. Everyone starts to get in form. Everyone starts to get in form just before the game, like Son as well. It seems like it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
What else happened noteworthy? Haaland is still an absolute menace.
It's just that
he's an absolute menace.
He's just there. The ball's in the box and he's
every time.
He's just there.
Listen, guys, I don't know if you watch Haaland play, just look at the box. Just forget him. Just watch the box. He will always find a way in there. First half, watch the box. Second half, just watch him. He always makes his way there. He's always there. I don't understand it.
Always.
He will start the play sometimes, and he'll still be there.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a striker like this since. Box in the box since Nistori. Yeah. He's always there. I
think Grealish had a good game in this game, considering
he's had a very good game.
He's had a hard time at City, and then De Bruyne is just sensational as well. Both having De Bruyne and Haaland on this type of form is so dangerous. It's a cheat code.
Ridiculous.
It's a cheat code.
Foden, thoughts? He did nonsense at England as well. He's playing well.
Yeah,
but he's not giving up.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
Thinking too much, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. But under Pep's system, you're gonna have to give the ball up. That's why Grealish has struggled, because Grealish has to get used to giving the ball up. So I don't know what's wrong with that, or maybe he's just not happy that someone else is. He's not going to be the main star at City. Maybe that's coming into his mind.
You should have known that, man. I think every player knows
should have known that a long time
ago. Listen, and what about Grealish rumors about he will be leaving? I know it's very.
I don't see it. I
don't believe
pay
it.
100 million for a player. I can't.
And then get rid of him.
Yeah,
no one's gonna pay nowhere near that.
Exactly.
Why would you lose that money? There's no reason for it.
I can't see that happening. They were asking for 50 odd million for Ake. There's no way they're letting Grealish go. They're just not letting him go. They're not gonna do that. No way.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm trying to think. Who else had
You know who I liked? But their fixture run isn't great at the minute. But I think game week 12 or 13 it changes. Mopai.
Yeah. He had a good game against West Ham.
Yeah, he's a focal point as well for them. Like someone that they actually aim towards. 13 from game week 13 they've got Palace, Fulham, Leicester, Bournemouth, and Wolves. That's a good run of fixtures for someone who's probably going to play 90 minutes of most of their games.
That's true. That's very true. And he's what? 6.1 million, 0.5% owned. Yeah, that's not a bad shout.
It's an easy move, I think, for me. Mitrovic to him, game week 13. I think that's an easy move.
And even then, game week 18, game week 23, game week 22 are the only difficult games I have. Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool. So even if you bench him and then use someone else, it's a valid shout.
Like Everton that haven't actually played that badly this year. It hasn't been great, but it hasn't been bad. They've drawn a lot of games. They've drawn against Brentford and Leeds. They've drawn against Liverpool. They've beat West Ham. They've not been. I don't think they've been the same Everton that they were last year, where it was abysmal.
Yeah, it's just because it's Everton, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. All right, cuz before we go into our teams, let's go for a quick break, and we'll see what we're looking into.
So welcome back. We're gonna go into our teams now. How are you looking into this week? Have you got any transfers planned?
Man, I thought I did, and then Isaac got injured, and now I'm just like, oh man.
Is that something that
I have to deal with it.
Is that fire you have to put out?
I don't have to,
but you feel it's worth.
I need some sort of balance. Yeah, it's worth me doing it.
Oh yeah, because it's not just 1 week, is it? It could be out for a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, true.
So yeah.
But do you know what? It's all right. But the replacement I have has got a very good game this week, so I'm potentially thinking to bring in Tony.
Yep.
Bring him back for Isaac. He's got Bournemouth. That's a little hopscotch them two are doing.
Yeah.
And then I'll take out Nico Williams and put him on the bench. And then I'd ride my team and see what they do. But I don't know, something about this team. It's like I'm not too happy with it, but I'm happy with it.
Yeah. And
I'm worried that so obviously with wildcards, it might not bang the first game, but obviously you've built. Hopefully you've built it based on more than 1 week.
Exactly.
And this game week, you can see the difference, and that's where it might hit me. So after all these points I've made on you guys, I don't want to give it back straight away.
Yeah.
But then also, I don't want to tinker too much and mess it up. And then give it back. So so far I've noticed that when I think too much,
you want to change
too much, I lose points.
Yeah.
So I don't want to change too much. I've not taken a hit this season so far. I don't want to keep that for now. I don't think now's the time to take a hit either. So
no, you're in a strong position. I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, I just think maybe one player might come out. Yeah, I might. Yeah, it might be the Isaac to Tony.
Yeah.
That's the smart thing. I almost hit my wild card.
Nearly, yeah.
But again, nearly. But then again, it's still not enough damage. If I hit my wild card now, I'm worried about obviously Arsenal and Man City blank in game week 12.
Yeah.
So I'll be removing everyone from now, or if I'm not, I'm gonna have to get them out by game week 12 anyway, which is in 3 game weeks. So I might as well wait.
Yeah, that's what I've had to plan
wild
for.
Card. Yeah. I'm thinking to wildcard game week 13, bring them all back, and I'll take some out up to. I'll take a couple out up to 12, and then bench all of them, and then bring the wildcard and on 13 and bring them all back and have it all set for there.
Yeah.
Up until
17.
Cup. So
that's a powerful position to be in, to be able to get rid of them and then bring them back the very next game week. Because most people, it's going to take 2-3 game weeks even to get that same team back. Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for. Exactly. So that's why it stopped me from doing game week 9. So I might suffer a little bit, but I'm hoping maybe kind of just match everybody. If I can match everyone, then I'll be happy. So at the moment, as it stands, I'm being a bit brave, but I'm a bit worried because there's a slight change with Brighton. Because they don't have Potter no more. I say slight, that could be huge. But I've decided to play Sanchez in goal against Liverpool. Cucurella away against Crystal Palace. Cancelo against Man United at home. Trippier against Fulham. Nico Williams against Leicester. Louis Diaz against Brighton. Martinelli against Tottenham. De Bruyne against Man United at home. De Silva against Bournemouth. Jesus against Tottenham at home. And Haaland as my captain against Man United at home. I say Sanchez, but I might just panic and put Ward against Nottingham Forest, even though Nottingham Forest have been playing well anyway. So Ward will be at home, and Leicester have been so bad. I don't think they're going to get any better. So, but I mean, Ward has been so bad. Like, he has to have one good game.
Yes.
He has to have one. Like, when is that going to happen? It's been 9 games. You got to have one.
Bro,
so at the moment,
when is it going to change? When is it going to be Iverson? Like, it's going to happen at some point, surely. Because he's been worse.
But Iverson might be worse.
That's why they come in.
Don't forget, they're both second and third choice keepers originally. So so Saliba's on the bench, first sub, Andreas sub, and then Isaac at the moment. So Isaac, if I bring in Tony, I'll swap him for Nico Williams. Nope, he's playing Leicester. De Silva against Bournemouth. Yeah. I just think Nico Williams could get something at Leicester.
Yeah.
If they do something. Because none of us ain't been bad, man. They've not been bad at all. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a fairly solid team. 4-4-2. I'm going to miss out on James. What about you, Kaz? What are you saying?
I wildcarded and I've had no injuries over the international break. So as you can imagine, I'm rolling this week. So I've got Pope in goal against Fulham, Cancelo against United, James against Palace, Trippier against Fulham in defence. In midfield, I've got Gordon against Southampton, Maddison against Forest, Gundogan against United, Martinelli against Tottenham, and up front, Mitrovic against Newcastle, Kane against Arsenal, and Haaland, my captain, against United. On the bench, on the bench, I've got Justin against Forest, Bailey against Leeds, and Soufal against Wolves. I am tempted to put Justin against over Trippier, so then I don't have the double Newcastle defence against Fulham, because I think Mitrovic can still do something. Do you know what I mean?
Of course he can.
Yeah, so I'm tempted to do Justin. So that's the only thing that might change for me is Justin in place of Trippier.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a solid team as well, man. See, I'm just trying to match up like where would I miss out on points here? Mitrovic, James over Cucurella.
Yeah, that could go either
you see
way.
Bailey, you signed Bailey.
No, Bailey's on the bench. Bailey's not starting. Maddison and Gordon.
Who's your midfield again, sorry? Maddison and Gordon.
Yeah, Maddison and Gordon, yeah.
So you got quite a few from the same game. A couple matches up. I've obviously got I've got quite a few players. I got three City players, 2 Arsenal players, benching 1 Arsenal player. Yeah, that's it really for me. What about you? So you got a couple, right?
I've got 3 City players, 1 Arsenal player.
But you got anyone else playing in the same game? You got Leicester players and you got Forest players, yeah.
No, Nottingham Forest. I've got 2 Newcastle players and Mitrovic.
That's it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you'd ideally want Newcastle to win
in that game, yeah. Unless I swap Justin for Trippier, then I don't mind Newcastle losing. Yeah.
Is that a last minute decision?
Yeah, that will be. I think I'll read the press conferences and then make my decision based on that. But I honestly don't know. At the minute, I'm just favouring Trippier because he's a set piece problem, isn't he? So even if they do concede, he can still get me points elsewhere, whereas Justin, not likely. Yeah. That's why Trippier's in there at the minute. It's just a 4.
Yeah, so I'll end up on your formation. I end up on a 4-3-3 with Tony.
Yeah. Mine is a 3-4-3.
3-4-3.
Yeah.
I really don't know if I should take De Silva out against Bournemouth. Bournemouth are so bad.
They are conceding.
They concede so many goals, but De Silva ain't done enough. He's only done one game week.
And it shouldn't have gone in. That's the thing. Like De Gea should have saved that. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't have gone in.
Yeah, it's gonna be De Silva. Yeah, because it can't be the goalkeeper, and it's not gonna be Nico Williams. Yeah. So that should be it. I'm all right with it. I'm especially happy with Haaland as captain against United. Hopefully, a couple of people will think, it's United, we can't captain Haaland, and they won't put the captain armband on him and miss out on his hat trick.
I see that happening.
Yeah, he's gonna destroy them. Yeah, even though in the past, City, United have always fended off City in these games, but they're at home this time. This is the Etihad. Yeah. I don't see it. I just don't see it.
I don't see it. I see City winning that game. And Haaland would just be a big part of it. It's just who he is, isn't it? It's just who he is in that team.
Listen, it's ridiculous. I forgot to say, him scoring the goal last week, I was hoping he didn't do anything, even though I had him. But how you playing 90 minutes in the Champions League, and then you putting him in 90 minutes in the Prem? Was it 90? Almost 90 in the Prem.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And Pep doesn't do this.
What was it? So much for the fraud. Fitness woes and worries. Like, what the hell?
Pep's a fraud.
He played 90 minutes. He played 90 minutes after playing 90 minutes in Champions League. I thought, no way he's gonna play 90.
Yeah. That happened to me a few weeks ago when I didn't captain him. I think it was the same thing. He played 90 minutes in the Champions League. I was like, no way he's starting him. No way. There he was. There he was.
I think Pep is scared of Haaland. He ain't gonna take him out. It's insane, man. But then they got Alvarez as well, and he's been good. Alvarez has been good, man. Anyway, I think we've got a couple of days to decide, but I'm pretty certain quite early as well, because I know he might go up in value. Might just because it's been confirmed by Newcastle now as well that Isaac isn't gonna.
Yeah, so you also got to worry of Isaac going down in value as well, isn't it? People selling the injured player.
Yeah, I don't need to lose that. I've done quite well with value in my team. I haven't focused on it, but I've done quite well, so I don't want to.
Yeah, throw it all away. Yeah.
Yeah, what have I got? What's my value? Let's see. It is 102.4.
Wow, that is really good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Mine's nowhere near as good as that. Mine's 101.
Hold on, let me make sure. 101. Carry the 3. Yeah, no, I'm joking. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't want to mess it up with little things like that. Oh, let me wait a day and I'm going to do it anyway. I did that bare last year. I did that so many times last year. I said I'm going to bring this person in and I waited. Don't know why I waited and I brought him in anyway.
Yeah.
It's nonsense. If you're going to do it, just do it.
It's just because in your head you're just like, I bring him in now, then some news comes out 10 minutes later.
Yep.
This person broke his leg.
All right, cuz, so obviously we've heard a bit of news on people wildcarding. So you wildcard last week. If you were going to change something, if you could have changed something now, what would you have changed in terms of wildcard options?
Maybe I would have Diaz in. I'm not convinced I'm not convinced I have to have Salah, which is a big shout. I'm probably going without Salah until game week 12. But yeah, maybe that'd be the only difference is I would have fit Diaz in, because even though like Liverpool aren't at their best, they're still going to score goals, and he seems to be more involved. So I probably would have him in. What else would I change? That's probably about it. Just find a way to have him in, which wouldn't have been too hard. I'd probably have him in maybe over Madison or Gundogan, or over one of them. I'd have him in. Yeah, that would be probably.
Yeah, it's still 8.1 million. So yeah.
And I wouldn't go too heavy on City and Arsenal. I'd concentrate maybe on one of them, because obviously the blank's coming in 12, so you're gonna have to make changes. So yeah. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think you'd have to be Jesus, isn't it? Because Martinelli, he's been good, but he's getting a bit quiet. Saliba has been amazing, but are we gonna keep a clean sheet against Tottenham?
My thing about Martinelli is there's no one else at his price that's doing what he's doing. So even though he's, like you said, he's going a bit quiet, he's still doing more than everyone else at his price point.
A lot of players.
Whereas last year it wasn't the case, but this year there's a lot of strikers doing things. So Jesus, you can move to Tony, you can move to Isaac. Wilson's back, you can go to Wilson.
Though.
Yeah, it's better.
I'm glad.
More variety.
I do not like when the strikers weren't doing the thing, man. That was so odd. Yeah. Because now it gives us the option to not go with Salah, and it changes things. And then Salah's gonna come back, and everyone's like, what do I do?
How do I get him back?
Do you know what I mean? So it makes things a bit more interesting. I think I still think Salah's a great shout for a wild card. Yeah, just because he's been silent for so long.
It's gonna happen, isn't it? At some point, it's gonna break out. Yeah.
I think, as you said, Wilson is back. That's a great shout. Wilson is a clinical.
It's just the fear the injury is going to come back in it. That's the only problem with having him in your team.
Do you know what? I'm not even doubting it. It will come.
It's not an if.
Just be prepared for it, innit? It's no if. It's just he'll get you. Maybe you can get 2-3 goals out of him though.
Yeah.
And most people will avoid him. So plan it in. I did. It worked for me early on. Got him out quickly. It was easy choice to Isaac because he's going to be fit. I don't even know if when Isaac comes back, are they going to play 2 up front? I think they might.
Yeah.
I think they might.
I've seen a lot of things saying that Isaac can play on a wing. So they might just push him out into Almiron's spot.
He does look sharp, but then what would your armor on?
He goes to the bench.
Bench him.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. That's mad. And then what? Willock. Again, good problems to have for Newcastle. Anyone else that you think is essential?
De Bruyne, he's on form right now. He's a tough one for me to go without. Yeah, he's on form. De Bruyne is a good shout.
James too. James looked good against Germany for England.
Yeah, I just don't know how. I don't know how Chelsea are going to do with Potter at this moment in time. It could bang straight away. It could take a few weeks to bed in his idea of football, whatever.
They just need to respect him.
Yeah.
That's it. If they respect him, Chelsea will slap.
Yeah,
if they don't,
I agree.
And then people try to disrupt everything, it's just going to mess everything up.
Yeah.
Just looking at my team. Yeah.
And I think in terms of fixtures, I think having one of Maddison, Bowen, or Zaha is a good shout.
Zaha. Sorry. Yeah. Zaha is. I'm with you 100% on Zaha. Bowen, I don't know what's happened to him, man.
I don't know what's happened to West Ham in general. Yeah. I don't know what happens to West Ham in general.
But Zaha, 100%. 100% Zaha. Is he playing up front all the time as well now?
The only reason he wasn't in my wildcard team is because they blanked.
Yeah.
Blanked and then Chelsea.
Sense. Yeah. Great. He's been playing well. Eze's back. And they're linking up immediately. It's only a matter of time before they bring Elise in regularly as well. Yeah. I like Zaha. That's a very good shot. Midfielder scoring goals.
Yeah.
Why not? He's a lot more clinical this time.
Yeah, a lot more. His finishes have been good. Really good.
Yeah, man.
What about you? Is there anyone that you would say essential other than De Bruyne?
I think Zaha's essential, man. Yeah, I do. I think from next week on, I think Son is essential. He's a form player. He could score at Arsenal, and it's a 50-50. With that game, you don't know what you're going to get. So if you can't bring him in, I wouldn't rush it. If you can, fair enough, go for it. But following on, definitely have Son. He's a form player, and once he gets a couple goals, he doesn't stop.
His purple patches are crazy. Yeah, his purple patches are crazy.
You can't even call it purple patch, man. when he goes, man, it's just he's unstoppable. And like you said, he scored twice in internationals. This is all coming off his hat trick. Big game against Arsenal, and then you guys got a happy sailing, I think.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's happy sailing. It's somewhere in between. It's Brighton, Everton, United, Newcastle. They're tricky games.
Newcastle's a tricky game.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's happy sailing. Brighton can be tricky as well. It depends how they are with their new guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They got a new manager, so we don't know how they're going to be. We'll see this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, up until basically, and even Liverpool, everyone's kind of sticky. So, I mean, you guys have found some type of form. Like,
I don't think we're in form. I think we're getting results, but I wouldn't say we're in form.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but you're on your way to it.
Yeah.
Which is always a good thing to have. Stay. Yeah. Having Brighton, Everton, and Man United is not a bad thing, and then Newcastle is okay. Bournemouth, and then Liverpool, who's not been the best so far. I mean, I wouldn't be going for Kane. It's only Son and Perisic. I think are just shouts because Perisic is. I don't know why I've only known. I didn't see it before that he was both-footed. I never saw. Only when he came to the Prem. I never saw it before. I don't know why. Top player though, man. Top player. Yeah. He doesn't seem to be slowing down at all.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be fazed by the pace of the Premier League. Although he defensively,
the physicality.
He can get caught lacking defensively though. But he was always a winger in it, so you expect it. But still.
Exactly. But yeah, cuz I think that's us. I think that's me, especially. My team's sorted. Your team's sorted. You're rolling, so you're definitely sorted. Guys, if you want to catch us on Twitter, you get our handles at only one bonus point. My handle is at _only one RJ.
And mine is at only one _law.
And cuz I'm going to catch you on Saturday afternoon.
You're going to the game, I imagine.
Bushy-tailed. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And if it happens again, I will call you again.
And
It will be a video call.
I'll answer.
I know you will. I know you will. We don't hide from those things.
No.
Yeah, man, it should be a great game. We're gonna slap you out, but it should be a great game. Yeah, cuz we have been your hosts. My name is RJ.
And I'm Law. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace!